Hey guys, it is Christine. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. I am a homeschooling mama of 3, although only one is currently being homeschooled. But I am pleased to have you here. I would love it if you'd subscribe. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my review of the Good and the Beautiful Level K Primer. Okay, I am recovering from a head cold, so if I sound odd, that's probably why. I didn't know if I was going to get any videos filmed this week because I have a 15-month-old that is getting her 1-year molars and she's miserable, and a 3-year-old who had a sore tummy this morning and was also miserable, so I've had to be very available for snuggles and just general comfort, and I didn't know if I'd get these filmed, but everyone seems to be settled. The 1-year-old's napping, the 3-year-old has cheered up, so fingers crossed. Mom life, right? Let me talk to you about the Level K Primer. So this book falls between the Level Pre-K and Level K for their language arts program. If you're unfamiliar with the Good and the Beautiful, it's a wonderful curriculum, very affordable. This is not sponsored in any way. I just did my own research and I really, really love it, and it's what we've been using for the most part. So my son Jack is going to be 5 next month, and he has completed Level Pre-K, Level K Primer, and he's just begun the Level K Language Arts program. A lot of people ask whether or not this is necessary or even Pre-K is necessary. I think it's necessary before beginning the Level K, because Level K is fairly advanced. Your child needs to know all the letters of the alphabet and their most common sounds. I would say they even need to know how to blend words, like just general basic blending sounds, because it moves quite quickly once you begin. So I love the way that these books work together. I found that it's a very natural transition from one level to the next. Level Pre-K, I've done a review of it. You can go check that out here. I'll put it in the cards for you. But basically that focuses a lot on letters. It goes through every single letter of the alphabet, focuses on the sound that it makes. It's very basic in that sense, but it's beautiful. It's a lovely, gentle introduction. And then the Level K Primer focuses on that as well, but it also introduces the vowels, and it introduces blending and some very basic reading. And so it's like a nice, gentle transition between the two levels. So he did not complete all of it because by the end it was like a lot of repetition, and he was just ready to start Level K. And so that's what we went ahead and did. But we really, really enjoyed this. And it comes with their first little reader, which is gorgeous. Now, I printed this all at home and bound it myself. This is kind of falling apart because it was one of the first things I ever laminated and bound, and I clearly didn't do a very good job. It is very affordable, and I have never ordered directly from them as far as their textbooks go. I've only ever ordered their math activity box directly printed and everything. But I'm seeing that it's very high quality, so I'm sure you wouldn't be disappointed. But if you want to do it super affordably and you have a good quality printer at home, then you can do this. This took me a little while because I had to cut it out to the right size and everything, but it's very cute. The illustrations in it are gorgeous, the stories are really sweet, and my son enjoyed reading this and didn't find it overly challenging. I mean, it pushed him, but it wasn't too difficult. Now, we did start this way back when sometime last year, maybe August or September, and it was too much for him back then. He had never done any sort of worksheets or schooling of any kind, and it was too much. The lessons were too long for him, and so we stopped and we went to the Level Pre-K, and that was perfect. And I think with the Level Pre-K even, I split those lessons in half, and we just did half a lesson at the time, which is what the Good and the Beautiful really does well in the textbooks, is that there's a checkbox with every little activity, so you don't feel the pressure to have to complete an entire lesson every single day. You can do it at the pace of your child. And so we started by doing half a lesson a day in that book, and then he was doing a whole lesson, and then he was able to do a couple lessons a day. It was just a natural thing for him. He just learnt and he grew, and it was easy to go from that. And then when he finished the Level Pre-K, he was very ready for this book, and doing a lesson was not difficult at all. It wasn't a stretch to get him to sit down and do it. I was a little bit concerned going from level pre-K to the primer because the pre-K has lots of games included and he loved that. But I found that there were still plenty of like fun activities, like they glue stuff in here and cutting things out. There was plenty of that in here, and so it wasn't a struggle at all. And you will be prompted throughout the book to read one of these stories with your child. I liked them. They were just the right length. He didn't get flustered or overwhelmed with it. And it was really good. So I recommend it. I really recommend doing it if you've done the level pre-K. I would say your child most likely will need to do the primer, unless their reading is quite advanced. But the primer is just like a nice, gentle introduction to the level K. I can put links below to where you can find out on their website. Like I said, it's not sponsored, but I love that it's really affordable and available to a lot of families, because some homeschooling curriculum just isn't, and especially as someone who lives outside of the US, shipping is astronomical. So to have the option of being able to print and download a PDF just makes it so much better for us anyway. So yeah, I will go ahead and leave the links there for you. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below, how old is your child and what curriculum are you currently using? Are you even using a curriculum? Are you looking for one? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love?